Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Started off with a cough.
Okay.
Wasn't though. Back at it again. Consistency is key.
FTC. Fight Team Stand Up.
What's that stand for?
Anyway, I was gonna. I need to shout out someone, right? So the podcast just started, but I'm gonna shout out some guy.
Nah, we need our own introduction before we get out the shout outs.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, own introduction. Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. So the Circus Podcast. It's your boy Wem.
There's stars.
Lovely stuff.
Back at it again.
I hope you guys are doing.
Consistency is key.
Gucci. This is episode 27. That's crazy. Anyway,
Yep.
damn, episode 27. Let's make it to 100.
How many months of consistency is? That's third of a year. Actually, no, that's above half. Yeah, 27 is exactly half a year.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah,
You've been at this for a while.
for a minute,
Go.
and we keep going. You guys comment. The support is loved, and thank you. We're trying to reach. The goal is right. If we can reach 50 subscribers by the end of the year, mwah. And then next year our goal will be
300.
300.
Nah, okay.
A K. Yeah, let's say a K. I was like, ooh, but you know what? A K end of next year. But
So once the ball's rolling, the ball's rolling. You know.
yeah, he's got to keep. Anyway, cool. Let me get this guy's. I should have been ready. People, oh, he's not ready. Blah 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 blah.
Never is.
It's a cow farm.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Kevin Hart, bro. I think that guy's funny. I don't understand why some people hate on him.
Yeah, so-
even like his older stuff. I've been watching him for time. Like even to the point where I was listening to his audiobook, like back in the day, because he had an audiobook that he came out with. I thought he was hilarious as shit, and I still think he is. I respect him a lot. Because he kind of just shows what he is. Like, he just gives off the vibe of, like, a simple guy who just made it and he's navigating his way through, like, fame or whatnot.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's what I think, bro.
I'm hearing
the
you now
slander on him
because
is
I'm looking down.
unnecessary.
Like I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah, so I'm filling in the white noise because,
Yeah, you know. Your
What's
boy-
it called?
your
Even,
boy's
for example, his
speak
stand-up specials.
Yeah.
Like, some people say that, oh, yeah, they don't find them funny. I'm like, bro,
I think some people say they don't find him funny anymore, though.
Maybe because it's hit to bang as they used to. But I just see that as like a life cycle of a comedian, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, when you're starting up, you got your basics, you're an amateur comic, like, people like you just off, you're new, you're fresh on the scene. And then you have, like, your middle section where you're properly blowing now. That's where he had the specials, bang, bang, after the Dave Chappelle, when he came out, when he did that show in front of, like, Shaq and all them, man. And then he had his own couple specials that he did. And then that's where, like, he honed his material. But then with like comedians, it's a lot of it's like life experience now. Where it's like you have to go out there, have like a story to tell or like construct a story.
Question.
It takes time. You come back. What?
Do you think a lot of these niggas lie? Because I do.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Like say
Yeah.
for example, it could be a simple story of there was a fight at a bar, like, and that's all how it happened. Just a guy threw a punch. But you're gonna exaggerate the story and be like,
I think
guy threw a drink.
Yeah. Because I think
Like,
exaggerating
the
is
whole
cool,
shebang.
but if someone's like blatantly lying about a story where it's just like, oh, so I went here and this and that, and it's like, did you though? And it's like, I'm cool with if someone just, let's say I don't know, went outside, and then I turn me just going outside into like an elaborate, but you can tell it's like, oh, he's like adding a bit of sauce to the story, but it's cool, it's a given. It makes it funnier.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it's you just making a blatant lie about something you've never done, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. No, I just don't like it. I think that's weird. Amy Schumer.
Maybe if the
Anyway.
maybe if the whole thing's constructed like a lie and people don't respect your thing, but then remember, it's like, how do you even know the person's lying in the first place? Like, you'd have to be like, you believe none of their stories. Like the whole build up to the thing must be like a fib in it.
Yeah.
But then I think also going into like a comedy thing and breaking apart, dissecting, okay, are they lying or are they not? For example, Kevin Hart, to me, the story sounded hella believable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's true. Maybe somewhere
Like for me,
embellished
it's
here
the
and
same.
there. Yeah, maybe some, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
It's like it's funny, so fuck it. I think people were mad at the
exactly.
fact that he got commercial. So it's like, unlike Dave Chappelle, it's like, oh, he's not doing any edgy comedy because like he's a brand now. He's on TV shows. He's a celebrity, so maybe it's like, oh, he doesn't want to do any more of that edgy shit. That was when he was getting up, and now it's like
Yeah.
let's like die it down a little bit. But
Yeah.
I do have a question for you on the same in the same like realm. What type of comedians do you not like, and what for you makes a comedian unfunny or unlikable? I'll throw one out there. Part of me is not too much of a fan of comedians who do stage work. There's a time and a place,
Really?
but I don't know. It's a bit like I don't know. So sometimes I think it's cool. Sometimes it's just a bit it's a bit like corny. I think if it's done well,
Yeah.
it can be done okay. Like I've seen some funny ones, and especially like sometimes they'll do it if it's a heckler. So someone's being a bit of
Yeah.
a heckler or someone's making a nuisance, and they'll point them out and kind of like roast them, right? I respect
Yeah.
that. When it's just unfunny and it's like, who does it a lot? Matt Rife. Is it Matt Rife?
Matt Riff's the pretty boy one.
Yeah. So he
Yeah,
does a
he
lot.
does it.
He
Yeah.
does a lot of that riffing stuff. And I don't know if it has too much of a leg to stand on. I like when you're funny on your own 2 feet, where you've written your thing before you come on
Like,
set and you do your set, where it's like it almost feels like you've got nothing to talk about if you're just riffing on the crowd kind of thing. Unless it's like,
oh, like where's your material type thing?
yeah, it's like if you've got material and then you said a joke, everyone's laughing, and someone says "fuck you," and you're like, "Oh, Mister, what's your name?" and then you kind of go off that, and then you just get back into your set. Cool. But like,
Yeah,
if your whole shtick is, which a lot of these nowadays, comedians, I feel like their shtick is just making fun of someone in their comedy show. They're like, okay, I'm gonna pick 5 people to roast who just sitting down there minding their business. I will see an interracial couple and let's make a comment about that. And it's like, okay, it's a bit. Some of them are a bit drawn out now. It's like, oh, you'll see someone who's Asian with a black dude, and you'll be like, oh, you know, how do parents find that out? Ha ha ha! So funny. It's you get what I'm saying. It's like, okay, bro, we've heard this before, but everyone's gonna laugh.
I don't think there's that much of a problem with it. I'll be honest with you. It depends. I do see where it's like, okay, cool. If the only thing I've seen you for is crowd work, then I hear it where you cast doubts of your actual like scripting, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then I beg to differ, because would you make the same debate on a rapper that just does freestyles and never makes,
I was
like,
about to say
actual
something
music?
like that. So I feel like I think freestyles are lies. I don't think there's no such thing as a freestyle. I think when a rapper's written enough shit, because people underestimate how much rappers will write shit and will never post it. So a rapper might make a song album with 12 songs on it. They might have written 55, might have written 120 that they know off the top of their head, but they're just not going to release them because I prefer these 12. But then if you throw them in a room and hit them with a beat, selection
That one comes off the head.
Yeah, selection, just pull it off their head. Because it's like the only person who I'll sit down there and say, yes, he can probably do it off his head is Eminem. But again, I'd say the same thing for him as well. Whereas how much
I think you're
did you
putting
written?
too much.
How much did you written?
You're putting too much of a criteria on the word freestyle, if that makes sense. This is how I view the word freestyle. I still accept a freestyle if you sat in a room for 15 minutes and writ it out. That's still in my head to me a freestyle. Because to me, a song, it didn't come out of like a greater concept. There's no grand design. There's no plan behind it. That's what a freestyle is to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fair.
If it's like, okay, cool, yo, I'm going to the studio with the purpose of pouring my heart out into this love song, for example, and I want it to sound like this, I have to have the piano sound like this, the production sound like this. Now you're crafting. I think that now that's not a freestyle. That is you're actually producing.
Because I thought you were coming at I thought you were coming at the point where it's like, if you compare freestyle to someone who's riffing on the crowd as a comedian, where it's like, could you almost say that them riffing on the crowd is them being on their toes? Like they can just pull up some shit on their toes, where it's a random person you've never seen before, and you're like, cool, let's hit them with this joke. And because the thing is, it's not scripted, they can say whatever they want. So if they give you no response, you have to make a funny joke about that. If they give you some response, you have to, on your toes, be like this, right? And
exactly.
So like, I do think it's a talent to do it well. I don't know if it's. I think for me, it's just like, as long as you're not doing it to bully. Because some comedians,
I think that's tough. I think that
I think if they deserve to be bullied and they've come in there heckling your show, roast the fucking shit out of them. Everyone's gonna be on your.
No, but it's a comedy show. Like you're supposed to. Also, it's like, okay, cool.
I don't know,
bro. If you take it, I think if you go to a comedy show, you best don't give a response then.
It's I don't know. It's like. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird line. Because sometimes I like it. Sometimes I'm like, ah. So sometimes I'm like, okay, bro, it's overdone. It's like, if I see something that's a basic trope, I'm not putting that out in the crowd.
I think when it comes to basic tropes, you're just playing on the stereotypes.
Yeah.
No spin on it. But I think then you're not going to even be popular in the first place.
Yeah.
But then if you got tropes, for example, and you're cussing out the crowd in a certain way, and then on top of that, you also have your dedicated sets, for example, and your specials. And then in the middle, you're mixing it up, you're cussing people out, you're in and out, you're swimming in the lane of comedy.
Ooh.
Bang.
Thoughts. Okay.
Go on.
So something I wanted to speak about, and I didn't even write it down. Thank God I remembered it. You've seen the whole thing with Akash. Indian comedian. You've seen the whole madness going on with him. You know Andrew Schultz?
Yeah, I know who Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, do you know the Indian guy who's always with him? Akash Singh or something.
Yeah, okay.
So his wife was doing a schmear campaign on him. Similar to Aisha Curry. Similar to Aisha Curry. His wife was basically saying that she had trains run on her. She's saying she doesn't care about her man's birthday. Doing the honestly doing a way worse job than Aisha Curry was doing. Aisha Curry was saying things here and there, but this man here, and do you know what makes it worse? Which is why I hate this whole. America's got a lot of weird ass fucking fraternities in groups where it's here's the clout house, here's the phase house, here's this house, you know what I mean? We've got our own fraternities, yeah. And they had that with comedians where they're oh, here's these group of comedians that conjugate with each other.
They're an inner circle type thing.
Yeah, but it's in America, it's very weird how they do it. Where it's everyone's a yes man. There's no accountability. Everyone's yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's 5 years later, this person had a fight with this person and the group's no longer together. And it's well, because it's all surface level. None of you men actually like each other. And I bring that up because I cannot fucking stand anyone in that group. Andrew Schultz, Akash, all of them. I think they're all the fakest niggas I might have ever seen, because I'm I think Americans have got a very thin veil of what they consider friendship.
But then this is what I mean. I mean, do you think that friendship from the beginning anyway manifested from a friendship? Because remember, that's someone that's okay, cool. I have 100,000 followers. I have 200,000 followers. You have 50k followers or whatnot, and we're in the same field. I think if we combine parties, we share audiences, we can make this thing even bigger.
I don't think
you see how that friendship starts. I don't think from a business.
Came from a friendship. No, I think they're acquaintances that say that they're friends online when they might not be friends in person. But I think it crosses a point where, so what they did, which I'm just I see it, and I'm you man are fucking revolting. Yeah. It's the fact that you're going to see your friend, your guy. And here's the thing about guys, which is why a lot of them niggas in America end up shooting themselves. That's what you man do, right? idiots.
You're just gonna put it out there.
But it's like they get in groups with these guys, and then they become friends with guys who will make fun of their exes and be like, "Oh man, your ex really slept with 900 man, bro. Yeah, bro." And they'll try and say it like it's a joke, and it's like you're in the group, so you're like, "Oh, I can't be mad at that." But that shit fucks with you.
Yeah.
It's like if your mom died and someone was making fun of it, and it's like, "Oh, you're just gonna ha it," and then you're gonna go home and be like, "Fuck, I really miss that woman," and it's like they don't have a level of.
Don't you think that's like? Don't you think that's the whole attractive, quote unquote, attractiveness of male friendship groups and that whole demeanor?
Because there's a limit.
Yo,
there's a limit.
Men can say it in men's friendship groups. You always say how it is, whereas girls always lie to each other.
There's how it is, and there's being a dick. If you broke up with a woman who you are obsessed with, or you are closely attached to, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, or if your woman defamed you on the internet, I am not then throwing a fucking camera in front of your face and say, "Let's talk about how that made you feel, bro." And then me and the rest of the 10 guys on the other side of the sofa, giggling, and you're like this for an hour. Deflated.
Yeah.
And then after the camera's off, wicked video, guys.
Yeah.
That's
bro,
so...
don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. Just taps on your back and you're like this.
Miami.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, give me a second. Like, no, bro, that shit right there is so fucking corny, man. It's like you man are all fake friends. You don't like each other. It's just, I can get clout out of his relationship. The woman he goes home and sleeps with. The woman he maybe half-halves it, or the woman he like pays for everything for, who lives in his house, who's married to him with the ring on. And you're gonna slander your boy's woman for fucking
what exactly
views?
did the video contain?
That's what happened. Like, she just slandered him and his woman for views. Because she has the amount of PR training as this does, yeah? They essentially threw her on one side of the room. The rest of those fucking corny ass Americans sat on this side. And then Akesh is like on the closest side to her on that sofa. And they basically just had her
like a little couple council with the boys.
And they had her ask questions that they knew would make her look bad. Same as they do in those 20v1 videos or in those podcasts when they get someone who's like fucking GCSE O-level intellect and they put them in a room with whores and they try and act like they're so smart and they sit down there with their hands like this, like, I'm saying something intellectual. Let's talk about politics to a woman who has no idea what politics is. So I can look smarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
You man are all retards. I hate all of you. Fuck. And it's like...
Yeah. I hear it.
It's so
like
corny.
manipulative and like,
it's very manipulative. And it's like, you can't call that man your friend. Oh, he came to your wedding. Yeah. Really? Those are the man you surround yourself with.
But then there's to a point where it's like, he also agreed to sit down.
Thank you. That's why I'm like, they're all idiots. Because you said, instead of you saying to him, "Nah, I don't want this aired publicly," you and your cuck self, because he looks like a cuck. He genuinely looks like a cuck. You know the man them who will be sitting there with their girl.
Have anything wrong with
and I've met one. I've met one at a bar recently, where.
How did you find out?
Oh man, I'll just run through it. But this guy was at a bar chatting to me. He was like to me, "Yo, like I love the alpha." I was like, "Cool." We just started chatting, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm here with my girl." So I was like, I think I told you I was gassing up him and his girl. Like, yeah, man, like, And then when his girl came out, I was like, "Bro, like this guy was bare chatting about you," and I was yada yada. So I'm like, "Yeah, cool." Just being a little wingman, even though he's already with her, just adding some extra fuel to it.
Just big him up.
Yeah, big him up. Man came over, wanted to be bare like, "Let me chat to your woman. Let you chat to your woman." And he's, bro, this is a big guy looking like he's scared of it. And random drunk youth came over and started trying to chat to his woman. And I'm standing there like, we're all three having a conversation. Who the fuck is this guy? And then he kind of like starts like kind of almost backing up a little bit. And he's not a small dude. The guy I'm talking to is not a small dude. And he's like backing up a bit, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's my girl." He's like, "No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to her." And I'm like,
Shit.
so I'm like, "Yo, bro, we're just all talking to each other, you know." So I'm the one saying this, and I kind of glance over at him like, "Is he gonna? Oh, you're not gonna
Like, are
back
you gonna,
it?
like...
That's crazy. This is your girl. I don't fucking know her." But I'm like, bro, that's so bitch made, and that's the kind of guy Akash is. That's what I'm getting to, where it's like, he's the kind of guy who he'd be chilling with his girl in the club, and then another guy would do this to his girl and rub her on the forehead, and he would be right there laughing about it.
That's crazy.
But I've seen it. I've seen it IRL, so it's difficult to
hear me out. Is this reaction wild? Because in my head, I'm thinking, yo, I'd let this guy, say if I'm with my girl, for example, and I know we're in a secure issue. If I see this guy just chatting up, I'd stand there and bust out laughing. I can't lie to you. I'd die laughing until the point.
I think physical contact is crazy, though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think, yeah, if he puts his arm around my girl, that's the point where I just swing. Like, it wouldn't even be a negotiation.
Yeah, there's no words. It's just us.
Yeah, because at that point, I don't know what you're about to do to my girl. Like, you two could have conversation,
especially if
funny
you're doing the around the shoulder.
Exactly.
Where it's
like,
the hand.
Could you imagine it's like a whole, like, arm around the shoulder like this? And then, how do I know what you're going to do next? You could be dragging her across the street for all I care. That's what you get. Box.
You just
otherwise, it would have been cut. Facts. Like,
wrap a man up.
Bro, at that point, I'm like, brother, get your hands off her. What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
But other than that, it's like, yo, you just have a conversation. Maybe I'm the type of person where if someone's talking to my girl in like a funny setting, in like a bar randomly, and I'm just watching this happen, it's probably because the way I think, I trust my girl, like, oh yeah, I know you're not going to do shit. I've already got this girl, if that makes sense. Until
it's
I
also
know
your
she's
girl
kind
as
of
well.
in a
If your
dangerous
girl's entertaining
situation.
it too much, then that's it.
If she's entertaining it
then
too
that's
much,
not
that's
nothing to do with him. That's her. Yeah.
Exactly. That's where I'm like, okay, cool. What are you doing? I'm like, yo, let me chat to you for a sec. What the fuck was that?
Okay, can I say something? Just as a throwaway comment. If I was with someone for 4 years and I saw them do that shit once in front of me, it would immediately end the relationship. Immediately. There would be no let's talk about it. I would see it, and I'm not getting into no fight for nothing. I would just go home and we're gone. We're gone. We're done.
Okay, what are we prefacing this like? Okay, when she said entertain it, because it could be she's entertaining in a way that you're not gonna get with her in any way, shape, or form anyway, and she's just taking the piss, if that makes sense.
Nah. If it's your man,
I don't really give a toss.
If it's your man, and you can't respect him, then it's because and the worst part is if you're in a bar with her, because you're seeing this, so that means she's being kind of reserved because you're there. God forbid you're not there.
In my head, I take it as like, if I'm there and it's like you're doing it, I could, like, in my head I'm thinking you're doing this sarcastically, if that makes sense. If it's to a point of, okay, cool, I've turned around and she's like, okay, cool, she's got booze it out, it's taking a number, that nigga's bought me drinks, at that point I'm like,
any girls in the comments, I need to ask you a question. If there are any women in these comments, if one woman, no woman, don't matter, how do you think a woman would feel if she's sitting at the bar, she's sitting at the table, and her man goes to get a drink, and she's sitting there waiting, she's scrolling through her phone, looks up, sees her man sitting there, and he's bare laughing and jiving and to another girl. Now, what?
No, if I'm away from the table, okay, cool. This changes the situation. If I'm not at the table, I go get a drink and I come back to you having a full-on conversation with this nigga, and both of you are giggling and shit and having the time of your lives. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? If I'm standing there, if we're both sat, for example, at a table, and some guy jumps onto the table,
oh, you're getting punched up.
No, like he joins the conversation. He's acting like
No,
he's
you're
chatting to my
getting
woman.
punched up.
Really?
Yes.
For me,
So
in my
I'm
head,
sitting there
I'm
with my girl. Can I ask you a
Yeah.
question? Would you do that to another man? No, you wouldn't, would you?
Would I do that to another guy?
Yeah, if you see a guy chatting to his girl, would you randomly jump on the table? You wouldn't. I know you wouldn't.
If I think the other guy's a dickhead, yes, I would.
Yeah, and because I would see that and I'd be like, oh, that's one of the guys.
If I see the other guy's a dickhead and he's not really with his girl, and I know it'll cause a problem, I'm staring at pot so fast.
Crazy. I just wouldn't. What I'm saying is, if I see a man having an invested, if it's an invested conversation, and they're talking to each other and they're like laughing and just vibing and driving, and then I sit
if
down.
it's an invested conversation, then no. But if it's like a joyful
You deserve to get
conversation,
thumped. You deserve to, as soon as you sit at a table, immediately just get rocked in your temple.
bro,
Like,
you're bad vibes. No, if it's like, okay, say this is why setting matters. If it's like a bar and it's like kind of like, oh, all conversations are open, tables kind of open anyway, then a guy jumps onto the table, joins the conversation, I hear it. But then say if it's a dinner and then a random guy joins the table, exactly where you're not the customer really, you can just join the conversation.
Oh no, that's different. You are getting thumped there.
Exactly. What are you doing?
Yeah,
like
getting,
that's why I just
you're getting clattered.
knife off the table. There we go. Like,
I think at a bar it's
different
worse
setting.
because like some guys do it as a power play. Because as a guy, I know guys. So a guy will see that and he'll pull a power play where it's like, oh yo, I might sit next to, and if it's like a normal bar setting where it's like I'm sitting here and my girl's sitting opposite me there, yeah.
On a bench.
Yeah. Like those bars
Okay.
where it's like a one booth there, one booth here.
Yeah.
And then he decides to sit in a booth where my girl is. Yeah, you're getting attacked. You are getting attacked.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, because now you've blocked her in. Like you're genuine. Like
You're a threat.
You become a daily. You're
a threat.
Like,
I'm getting a bottle. I'm going kink.
exactly. Just
donking you on the head.
If you just drag the chair, say we're at a booth here, and you just drag the chair and join the end of the booth. It's a bit much. Like, why are you joining a conversation? Like, it's mad random.
No, the first thing I
But say if he was drunk off his rocker.
No, I would ruin the whole mood
drunk.
immediately. I'm sorry. So we're having a conversation, and I hear of a chair sliding on the ground, and you sit down there. Hello.
But if he's drunk and he's doing this, it would just be funny.
I'll still say hello.
Yeah, obviously, hi. Like,
No, not even hello in a nice way. I'm like, hello? Like, what? Who are you?
Probably because I'm here for the antics and I want to see what this guy comes up. It's because in my head I always think like, okay, cool. I've already got my girl, and I'd love to see how far this guy thinks he could take it before, like, and how much. Like, I love the mental battle. I don't know. I'm probably addicted to it in a psychotic way.
I do not like that mental battle. If I'm with my girl, my job is to make sure she has a good time and protect her. Because as soon as she sees another guy who isn't me,
funny you're talking
and he
about,
wants to sit around her, and she's immediately going to be uncomfortable because who is this guy? What do I look like if this guy sits there and then I'm jocking and jiving with him, and she's looking over at me like, who is this nigga?
Say if, for example, she's clearly signaled to you, get this nigga away, and you're doing niche, you're a dickhead.
But do you have to wait for her to signal?
Okay. Yeah, because it could be funny, and then you two will fucking laugh at my layout. Yeah.
No.
What's it called? Okay, cool. How about this? What if it's the same like bench booth thing, right?
Yeah.
And then you're sat with your girl. Obviously, your girl's by the wall side, like tucked into the corner type shit, and you're sat next to her. What if someone joins opposite? Would you still be as mad? Even though your girl's like safe and secure next to you, like.
So are you saying to me, I'm sitting here and he's sitting on the opposite side of her?
Yeah. Like he's opposite side of her.
So we're both sandwiching her in a booth.
She's next to you. What do you mean?
Oh, she's next to me. So she's like here, and then he comes
she's here in the corner, and then he's opposite. No, he's opposite you. Like there's two people sitting on each side.
There is nothing important enough for you to say for you to sit in front of me right now. There is genuinely nothing. I'm trying to be nice in my
I don't think
head.
it's that deep.
I do. I'm like, bro, if I'm having a conversation with someone and someone I don't know butts into it, the longest you're getting out of me is 2 sentences here. You're getting a dap up and then you can walk off. Don't overstay your welcome.
It depends on the conversation. Obviously, if you're mid deep conversation, like, oh yeah, you're discussing, I don't know, seeing each other's parents or something. I hear that. That's not the time, like, not a time and place. Yo, bro.
Your girl needs to know you got your butt got
What's
back,
up?
though. I mean,
Huh?
your girl needs to know that you're like, nah, bro, relax. And like, not in a deep, not
Yeah, but then
there's
there's a time and there's also assessing the danger though. Like, say for example, there's at times where obviously your girl needs to know you work back, and times where it's actually necessary. Say for example, she's safe, you're right there. He's on the opposite side. He can't do shit to her, bro. And then all of you've had drinks. He's trying to flirt with her, but obviously she's with you. So she's semi-agitated, but she's obviously reassuring you. Exactly.
Yeah,
but he's hilariously failing.
No.
That would be so funny.
You can hilariously fail with someone else. So I'm going to be sitting there holding my girl in my arms, yeah? Reference, this is not my girl. Holding my girl in my arms, right? Or like this, yeah? And then while I'm holding my girl, I'm going to stand there while another man's trying to like shoot a shot at my girl.
It'll be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, this is weird. That's weird.
No. I'd act like we ain't together. I wouldn't even have my arm over it. And then when it gets to a point where it's like, okay, gang,
I'd be very passive aggressive.
When it gets to a point where like, okay, I'm bored of this, then I'd swing by, peck my girl on the cheek or something, and then that would be his cue.
No, better still, passive aggressively, let go of your girl and wrap your arms around him and be like, yeah, bro, yeah, man, mad funny. And then let him go. You know what I mean? Like just nah.
I just see the humor in it, like in the situation.
I don't. Like, I'm chatting to my girl and you're getting smoked. I can't lie to you, bro. I don't care where I am. I could be at M&S. If I'm saying something and my girl says, "Where's the I don't know, where's the milk?" And I'm like, "Yeah, over there." And some guy's like, "Oh, the milk's over there." You're getting elbowed in your face. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you? You just sat at a table and butted into the conversation. There's ways to do it. And it's like, if you have any valid reason of being here, no. Because if you walk past and said, oh, you got nice shoes, by the way. Cool. You walk past to say a compliment or to just dap up or vibe because you're drunk or whatnot. But you're sitting at the table.
Yeah.
That means you're getting comfortable. You're like, sitting at a table. While we're talking, and it's like, sorry, but no, it's it can't run. You can't let it slide, especially if you're not at the table. You know, a man goes to chat to her, and she's looking uncomfortable, and she looks over to you, and you don't go over there. You should break up with her.
Oh, if she's uncomfortable, then that's a different point. That's a different picture. That's like.
Do you think? And now, forget the joke. Forget the joke section. Forget the, because usually we joke about it, right? But in a real life situation, real police, real everything, real everyone. Do you think there's a situation where you need to genuinely put your hands on someone? And I'm saying this in the terms of, obviously. You put your hands on someone, it could be jail time. Could be jail time for a long time. Do you think, like, what is the one situation where it's like, because I'm saying, oh, I'll smoke this guy, but in reality, I won't, right? I'll probably be passive aggressive. I'll be like, bro, fuck off.
No business, nigga. What the fuck?
I'll be like, fuck off, right? But I'm just saying, to put my hands on someone,
it'll be
I have to feel like the threat
protect
needs to be,
somewhere else.
Yeah, the threat needs to be imminent, because like it's. If it's for me, it's like, there's no reason why you're going to put, like, we're chilling. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But if I'm with my girl, I feel like my excuse to put my hands up on someone goes from genuinely zero when I'm on my own. There's no reason why I'm fighting you. Like Thorfinn, where's your sword? I don't need it. to Thorfinn before, where it's like, you sniff around my girl wrong. It's disrespectful. Why are you doing that? But in a more like You'd have to be
Yeah, I
outwardly
agree.
disrespectful to her. Like, if you're chatting to me and you're smoking me up, and then you're like, yeah, fuck your girlfriend as well. Those
Nah,
off.
that is,
I'm like, is that? I'm thinking, is that punch worthy though? Is that me
that's what
worth?
I'm thinking now.
Yeah. Is it
Realistically, it's not, but
realistically? I'm standing there
it'll
with my
pull a line.
girl. She's gonna get more scared because I might throw her hands at him, and then he might throw his hands at me, and then she might be like, "No, stop it," or whatever. And then I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I'm being an idiot now, being a child." So it's like, I don't think it's worth it. If someone puts their hands on your girl, though, I think, and I think any type of hands. By the way,
I think
any
I
type
think
of hands.
that's like, I think that's not even your girl at that point. I think it's even like, oh, even like, say you have like a female friend or like
Oh, yeah.
someone like that's with
Sister,
you.
cousin, friend, mom, anything like that.
Exactly. Anyone that's like quote unquote weaker. I think you have some jurisdiction to
And
some
you have a
like, right to
responsibility.
protect them. Yeah.
Whereas,
Because otherwise, if you're standing there doing niche and you're watching a one-sided beatdown take place, it's like, bro,
you need to get
like,
hung. You
break
need to get
up.
hung for that.
Facts, like, bro, like, even at a bar, you're watching a two-man fight. Like, obviously, you're not trying to get it, but you're there trying to, like, yo, there's no need to fight. This and that. Yo, you take a breather there, you take a breather there. Like, it's so unnecessary,
But you
if that
put,
makes
yeah,
sense.
because if you put your hands on someone's girl, it's a very, because the man might kill you. You don't know. You don't know. There's some crazy.
This is where like your goal is to, first of all, your goal is to flee, and if you can't flee, to protect, and that's
Yes.
it.
Your
Not
first mission is
damage.
leave.
Like,
Leave the situation.
Flee, mitigate, and that's it. And then if you can't flee and you can't like prevent
mitigate,
damage,
and your back's
obviously
against
then
the
you're
wall,
gonna have exactly
genuinely,
and
yeah,
then
just.
that's it. Then all you do, counter punch as much as you can.
And as they say, punch to get away. Do not punch to continue.
Exactly.
That's
Throw
the thing.
your
People
1,
think
2,
this
2
is like
bang.
they watch like one movie. Oh, the movie The Warrior when they're fighting in a bar or some bullshit. No, bro. You hit someone as hard as you can with your hand or with something to just get them away. You're not gonna knock anyone out in one punch. Majority of the time, you're gonna hit them hard. You're gonna hurt them. You're gonna run. They come back at you. You're gonna hit them again. If they're on their own and you feel like you can pick them up or do something, just do it to the point that they're on the floor, and then get out of there. Because no one will really chase you down. No one out here, the Joker, the Jonkler, or whatever you want to call them. They're all just regular civilian.
Exactly. No fight ever lasts that long. No one stays angry for that long.
Yeah,
Plus,
5
other
minute
people
rounds.
end up stepping in.
Yeah,
Facts.
exactly.
It's not like 9 times out of 20, you're not gonna find yourself in an alleyway in a corner and no one's there to like diffuse the situation, or like you're far away from someone who can hear you like scream or call for help.
And if you're there with your girl being an idiot, then I can't lie, you deserve that.
Yeah, then there's like, yo, you've put both of yourselves at risk.
Yeah, you and your girl at risk. It's like, bro, even when I was with my ex back in the day, bro, it was like, I'm not going down that way. I don't care. And sometimes some girls will think that because they're with you, oh, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. I don't go down that road myself.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking you there. Regardless of if you feel like you're safe with me, I'm like, yeah, there's safe, there's ignorance, there's ignorant, and then there's stupidity, and then there's bravery, and they're all on the same line, just very like slightly touching.
Yeah. Like tiptoeing on that line.
They're tiptoeing on that line
Tightrope.
right next to. They're driving next to each other like them fucking McDonald's Happy Meal boxes, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, nah, man. Just I don't like for confrontations. Leave me alone. But you touch my
plus,
girl.
we're grown adults. Like, it's just gonna end up.
We're grown, man. Have that on my record to look like a fucking jackass. No, man. Relax.
Facts.
But yeah, what's
just end up in a cell.
What did we want to talk about? Modulo.
All right, one question that I got about Modulo.
Okay.
Do you think it's going to reach the heights of JJK?
No.
You don't think so?
No chance.
I was sitting there thinking it can, to be fair. Because basically, how I'm reading Modular, he built so much foundation for the whole power system. curse energy, da da da. So the leaps and bounds of how it could go is borderline infinite. Obviously, it depends on the speed at which he power scales. Because right now, it went from like common city power level to now maybe planetary.
Country.
In terms of like
country. Ain't no planetary.
Yeah, but with the amount of curse energy on their they're hovering a fucking ship, gang.
The ship itself might. I don't know if it has lasers on the ship, but like
exactly. So potentially planetary.
We'll archive that for now.
See what I mean? So now, in my head, I'm thinking this potentially, if done right, obviously because you saw Gojo versus Sukuda, so we're thinking there's no way you can go back to back, like do it again in JJK modular. But I'm thinking if he goes longer, learns from the mistakes of JJK, bro, I don't see why this could like eclipse what JJK did. Damn. I think it could have higher height.
I think it's looking very promising right now, especially like how things are going. But I also don't think like I believe he didn't say this was going to be very long. He said it was going to be shorter than JJK.
Really?
Yeah. But then look at the storyline, bro. Like Yuka's already almost dead anyway. Yeah,
but then like it could move from Yuka. Like if he could decide to make cool. JJK was just like a little prequel, like how this is how the world goes. And then continues to actually make a long, drawn-out series within the world of JJK and Cat's Energy.
Okay, bro. So he does JJK, then JJK modular, then like another JJK kind of thing.
Yeah, like in the just world of Jujutsu Kaisen and sorcery.
The thing is, he could do that. He could do that like a Fate Stay Night.
Because the world building that he's got right now is so tough.
I agree.
Like the conflicts that you could build up. Obviously, it depends because he seems to be like. The way he writes seems to be he has like a question and then he tackles that question through different characters and through different philosophies.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, he has a theme,
and I think it depends. I like it, but I think it's a bit. I feel like there's always like a ceiling to when you get that question answered, / your build up always kind of leans towards it, if that makes sense.
Okay,
it can kind of house you into one question, where it's like, say for example, I don't know, One Piece. The goal is, for example, to find the One Piece originally.
Yeah.
You can build anything out of that, right? And then say, for example, Luffy and like his thing is Pirate King, but then in between they've had so many diversions that Dragon Ball's original was to find the 7 Dragon Balls, and now the Goku wants to be the strongest basically, or whatever.
In the universe or some shit, yeah. Fucking hell.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
it's nuts.
The potential for JJK and the world is there. If he decides to continue answering different questions, for example, JJK's one was for example, for Gojo was what's it called?
Are you the strongest?
Gojo
because you're the strongest, yeah.
Exactly. And the whole idea of the purpose of the purpose of strength, and then what it means to be the strongest, answering that through Sukuda's outlet, answering through Gojo's outlet.
Yeah.
And now in this one, JJK in modular, I'm not sure exactly what the story is, but it's more going along the lines of
what they call them, Romelians?
Romelians. Yeah, Romelians.
And the Kalans, right?
Yeah. Whether they can have peace or not.
Yeah.
Or you could have. Well, that's so far. We're only like 14 chapters in.
Yeah. But it's fun though. It's still fun. I'm liking the build up. Obviously, like the leaks that came out, we're gonna.
Yeah.
Nasty.
All right.
Nasty. Should we spoil it?
Go on then. Let's explain the leaks.
Fuck it. Spoilers. Just letting you know, spoilers again. Shush. Spoilers. So that you don't say anything. We'll do the same thing for the TikTok or the clip so that you don't get absolutely finagled. Fucking Mahoraga being back is so fucking gangster, bro.
This is what I mean when I say,
like he was drawn better as well. He was drawn tougher as well. I was like,
yeah. You definitely had more time with it.
She didn't even do the whole thing. She fell from the fucking sky and was like about to touch the floor and then just hit it and said, "I'm sorry, bro."
We're probably gonna end up seeing more than 10 shadows actually being used properly. Like we saw Sukuna's version of the 10 shadows. We saw
That
Megumi
begs the
use a
question:
couple
did she
TT.
fucking tame the 10 shadows? Did she tame Mahoraga?
She's bringing it off rip like that comfortably.
That's
Like
what
look
I'm
how
saying. Off
uncomfortable Megumi
rip
was.
is like, is that mean that you tamed it? So that means you killed it. How? Megumi a bum. I'm sorry. Okay, listen. Hands up. Megumi a bum. She already outfeats Megumi. She pulled it out and sunk into the fucking. She was like that in the
Into the
fucking
shadow.
shadows. I'm like, oh, tough. That's tough. Megumi never did that. But she pulled binding vows.
Nah,
So
he was give Megumi some credit. He was shadow hopping. He did
shadow hop a bit.
He used the whole. He put the whole fucking gym, turned it into a shadow portal
Fair.
in the Carling games.
But there's different levels
he
of
did
niggas
use
that
the
we're
shadow
fighting right now.
hopping.
She's fine DABURA.
True.
And Megumi was told that he should have done against Sukuna the first time he saw him.
Yeah, but
He was like to Sukuna was like to Megumi, bro, why didn't you just pull that out, bro? You got to smoke it back then. He's very hesitant, but Yuka is very much like Yuta, where it's like, if I need to pull it out, I'll hit you with a nuke right now, kind of thing. So I fucking rate that, bro. But if she's tamed it, I want to see how she's tamed it, because you have to nuke that man to tame him. Like 15 Finger Sukuna was hitting him with a thermonuclear deterrent to get that man
had a full like domain expansion, the whole lot, and then constant cleave on top of a Fuga to smoke him.
Yes, just to smoke him. So durable is not even a word. Or maybe she did.
If you fail to do that and he adapts, bang.
Or maybe she did what Sukuna did when he mixed all of the other Shikigami together, and then you and that Shikigami smoke Mahoraga. I don't know what type of physical damage you need to do to him, because all we've seen take out Mahoraga have been explosions. It's like he has to disintegrate him.
It has to be one bang.
Yeah,
but it has to be one bang, otherwise he adapts.
So you have to disintegrate him, essentially.
Basically,
like, he's not Cell. He's not gonna like come back from a cell, right? But does decapitation work on him? Because we don't know.
I don't think so, because we've seen him sliced and he just...
No, but that wasn't completely decapitated. That was just the side of his head. Like, we've seen limbs and legs, yeah? But if you decapitate and then kick the head off in like 2 motions, you just go dum. I don't think he can heal from that. Because number one, who can get to his neck?
Bro. Yeah, but then if he just simply adapts, bro, he can regen.
But I don't think he can adapt to an immediate head cut.
The fact that I don't think he can adapt to immediately. And remember, it's also like 3 ticks to adapt to something.
Is it 3, or is it just depending on? I think it's depending on how strong the technique is. Because for Gojo, it was like, I can't remember how many. I'll throw a number out, and someone will be like, "Oh my god, it was actually 3.5."
It was 3 clicks. It was 3 clicks for Gojo. Figured out it was 3 clicks for Sukuna to adapt, for Mahoraga to adapt to blue. I literally watched it, I think, yesterday.
So does that mean that for any technique that's weaker than blue, than Infinity, it's much more?
I think it might be less, because remember Sukuna explained, "Oh, it's a rock paper scissors throw, and then you just throw the right figure till."
No. Didn't he say it's rock paper scissors in terms of like? He said it's like knowing what the other person's going to throw in rock paper scissors. So it's like knowing that you're going to throw scissors before the
adaptation. So if you throw it fast enough.
So yeah, because he was comparing it. He was like, it's like a late throw in rock paper scissors.
Oh yeah.
So you throw that, and then after you've done that, I do this. It's like, bro, what? But, it'll be interesting to see how she navigates Mahoraga, because if we find out she's tamed it and she's speaking to him in the shadows like Sukuna is, I'm gonna need explaining to do, because we needed the strongest men them in the verse to kill that man.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I say the ceiling of JJK is really high, gang. Where it's like, okay, cool. Right now we are still reusing. We're still inside the family of what's it called? The Akotsu, and then there's like what's it called? There's no Zen doesn't exist. what's it called? The Okotsu, so the 10 shadows, and then we also have what's it called? The other nigga's power.
He's
He's
only
got tools.
heavenly restricted, yeah.
Yeah. So these are still powers that we know from the original JJK.
Yeah.
So he starts introducing some new shit because, bro, in the Culling games, he pulled out some abilities. He had some abilities.
He better do.
He's creative with it.
Because, what's his name? DABURA has some weird light ability, light base. So in the end of the 15th chapter, he hits MAHORAGA or something. And it's called a light base ability and something else. They don't have, the name's blank. It's like when Sukuna hit Fuga and it was like silence and then he said Fuga.
Yeah.
It's like there's something in between that, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Why does he do that? Why does Gege add a blank next to it?
I like it because it adds a bit of like suspense because you're like, oh, what's that?
I don't like it because it's like, bro, are we sitting here as an audience? Are we sitting here as like
when he
treated like
when he did it in the fucking in the manga? Just reading the manga, like
that caused so much confusion
for JJK.
Just like wood.
And I was like, because it just had a blank box. Then he said,
box, yeah,
open. And then people thought the ability was called Fuga. Fuga means open, you fuck niggas. So he said something open. And then people thought, you hit him with Fuga. So I can't argue with JJK niggas. Can't argue with you, man. Because it's shown he does this and you don't see what he says. Then he says Fuga. My God. Watch the anime. They show it to you. There's nothing but his face on the screen. My God.
Yeah.
But no, it's like I do like the whole, what's going on there? What was that technique called? And like you have it hidden for a minute or whatnot. So I am interested to see what DABURA does because that man does look kind of cold. I can't lie to you, but I want to see some hand to hand with him as well because I think he's strong enough at this point where no one's faced him that he needs hand to hand. He could just stand there and do that.
Do you think Yuka's going to be strong enough?
I think she's going to...
Considering she's tamed the 10 shadows, allegedly.
I don't know if she tamed MAHORAGA. We'll have to see, but... I think she'll fight him. Because I don't think he's trying to kill her. Oh, well, it's a duel. But I don't think he's trying to, like... Mahito style maim her.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got a job to do. I'm sorry. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But
I like how like not caring he is about shit.
Yeah.
He's just like, bro.
Because he was like, yeah, I guess so, man. Like, you decided, cool, man. I don't think he wanted the job, did he? He didn't really want that job.
Nah, he's smoked. What's his name? Dora, and then he's like, oh, I guess now I'm chief.
Yeah, I guess they consider me chief now. Yeah. So, and they had him smoke his best friend, which is very different to what obviously Gojo and Geto. Whereas one of them. No, to be fair, no, Gojo did get told to smoke Geto.
He got told to smoke him. Never really smoked him. Got told to get rid of his body and never did.
No, he did kill him. He just didn't get rid of the body. So
Yuta killed him.
No, he did kill him. So
it was Yuta in the fight.
Yuta smoked him in half. And like burnt him up, and then Gojo finished the job.
Yeah.
Gojo killed him there. Gojo went there and deaded him there.
He was already dead. Oh yeah, no, for half a screen, he got off screened him. Yeah.
Yeah, he off screened him.
They told him.
Yeah. People were like, "Oh, did he not?" No, he actually did kill him, but obviously he didn't dispose.
That's so bullshit, bro. Gege needs to stop with this off screen and bullshit, bro. I hear for that one. That one makes sense. Where it's like it's a bit heavy. Like you don't really want to see Gojo smoking. You can't really draw how like crazy that would look. But say for this, like DABURA and Dura. No,
I do like that because it's hiding the ability. Because they stated already that Dura is quite strong, and then it was like, yo, he smoked him. How badly?
Yeah, just face planted without a scratch.
Yeah, and he was like, didn't want to damage his face, bro. And he was like, just nonchalant about it. It's like, fuck me, how strong is this man? Like, but I think the one crime was him not showing Kashima and Hikari. That was no Kashima and Hikari and Urume.
Urume, what's that?
Urume, yeah,
the ice girl.
That was a crime. Because they showed the beginning of the fight as well. Because she kept freezing his limbs, he was chopping them off, healing. Gang.
That was most anticipated. That wanted them to see actually him showing off.
I was waiting for it. It just never came, and we just saw them standing next to each other, and then Urume being like, "I guess we lost." What? So they were fighting for the same amount of time that Sukuna was fighting everyone? That's what you mean to tell me? Yo, L's in the chat for Hikari. I'm joking. I fuck with him.
For Hikari?
Yeah.
That nigga gave us his moments.
Yeah, he gave us his moments. He's like Todo. Not as good as Todo in terms of like top dog, but he's there.
I think Hikari is as top dog as Todo, but I don't think he's as good as a fighter, only because Todo's abilities requires him to think, whereas Hikari's is kind of like he's allowed to fuck about.
He's a punch kick merchant, right? Whereas Todo is genuinely
he's basically got luck on his side, whereas he doesn't have to fight properly, and he probably smokes 9 times out of 10 niggas he faces.
I was speaking to my cousin about it. I was saying to him, can you imagine you fight someone and their stipulation is, so by the way, you're gonna be fighting this guy, right? And every time he throws up a domain expansion, your brain immediately gets flooded with information about a game that you've never played before. You have to abide by the rules of the game. If he wins a jackpot, he gets 4 minutes and 11 seconds of unlimited everything. Unless you decapitate him, which is genuinely difficult as fuck. You won't kill him. And then, depending on what slots he gets, it can increase his chances of getting a fucking...
jackpot stacks.
Yeah, get the jackpot stacks. And it just keeps stacking to a point where it's almost an 85% chance of him always getting a fucking... Now, I'm throwing arbitrary numbers out there before someone says, no, actually, it's 7, shut up. But, yeah, no, man, it's like, that must be the most annoying guy to fight. Can you imagine Hikari and Todo fighting? If they had that kind of, like, sync, that's broken.
Nah, I think Kashimo, if Kashimo and Todo had sync, they'd be the most insane niggas on the planet. Kashimo and Todo.
Because Kashimo's punches itself are damaging because his whole body's just coated in it.
His whole body, every time he touches you, he releases his electricity into you.
Yeah.
So that's already stunning you for time. And he's one of the fastest niggas in the verse, basically.
Yeah.
And then you got Todo just go, bro, that would be insane. What other like combination do you think would have gone crazy? I would see niggas that would have.
It would have been nice to see how Marky would dealt with fighting Yuta. We never saw them two fight next to each other. That would have been so cold if they were like just back to back, just throwing hands like together.
Marky and Yuta versus someone.
Marky and Yuta versus Sakuna. Fuck it. Because the damage, she's basically Hulk. The damage she'd be doing, bro. It's just straight hands, bro.
You know, it would have been tough if you get to see like Marky, since she can't get hit by most like abilities and she can't get detected. Imagine we just see her bobbing and weaving through like a hell zone of like Yuta's abilities and Sakuna's shit, and then she's just darting through it.
Because she has a katana as well, so she could just pick up one of the katanas in his fucking domain and just start waxing him
and just use it. Yeah, because technically, isn't a technique in the katana?
In the katana,
so
right?
She's not off the technique.
Yeah, because it's just a cursed tool at that point. So, oh man, that would have been cold.
That would have.
I don't think Sukuna would have fought with anyone like back to back, like with Kenjaku is broken. Yuki and someone, but I think because of how Yuki's abilities are. Like, I don't like when
Yuki's ability could work with Yuki's ability though could work with anyone realistically, because it's a whole gravity ball, so it's a push-pull kind of feature.
Yeah. Does she have gravity? I think she just has mass abilities, right? She can't telekinesis shit. She just uses mass to imbue onto her body.
Use the ball to make shit heavier, essentially.
Yeah. So yeah, she could probably do that to fucking Yuji. She touched Yuji, made that man heavy, and just launch his ass. Like, basically do what Rika did, right? I feel like her maximum output being a fucking black hole is kind of fucking ridiculous.
I'm surprised Gege managed to put a cap on that. How have we not put, like, he's managed to explain himself out of a black hole.
Out of a black hole is very... Like, I remember watching that and seeing Kenjaku step out of the fucking rubble and, like, dust his arms off and being like, that was close. Firstly, it was kind of badass. It was kind of badass. But at the same time, I'm like, you did what, nigga? Like, that's even for me. I was reading it. I'm like, so you counted the black hole due to the fact that she was suppressing it. Tengen was using a barrier to suppress it. They were in essentially a room with like an infinite room. But then you counted it by... Because she did explain to him. She said something along the lines of, you know how gravity works because you have gravity abilities, right? So you know what this means. And he was like, oh, fuck. But, bro, very,
yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It like
I think he is, though.
You had to get rid of her. You did have to get rid of her, though.
I think what I like about Gege is that he puts like sort of bullshit, but he's like, say for example, I'm still pissed over the girl who could tear the sky.
Yeah.
And then she got fucking killed in like one frame because
she got
her whole shit's
one tap, like, right? Yeah.
Bro, how could you think of such a tough idea? If I was writing this story, she'd probably be like top 3 insane characters.
But then
in the verse.
The ability doesn't have any.
The rest are in the ring.
It doesn't have any offensive power to it.
Bro, it could be. You know
That's
the guy
why...
from Hunter x Hunter that could. You know the guy from Hunter x Hunter that could create portals in the ground and shit.
Yes, yeah.
And he saves niggas. Bro, could basically be borderline Herman. Like, I don't like how he takes such a cool sounding ability and just goodbye.
I think it's because it's like, so her ability being mostly defensive. It's like, I guess you can make it somewhat like offensive if you throw people's abilities back at them. But then it's difficult when you're fighting people who a lot of their abilities are, they've got a lot of AoE abilities. A lot of them just throw hands at you. They're faster than you, all that shit. So kind of unfair when your ability is defensive.
Yeah. I guess like the whole point of JJK is like, if you have a bad matchup, you're dead anyway. Like, for example, her good matchup would have been, you know, the guy with the like swirly hair, the guy that fires a beam. Huh? That
man was throwing hands at Rika.
The guy with a swell in his head that has an energy beam.
Yeah, bro.
One of the highest outputs.
He was throwing hands. He was running around and got punched by Rika and then punched her back. That man was a monster. She would get destroyed in a 1v1 against him. There's no way. Bro, a blast. He got a blast hit him. Didn't he put his hand up and block it? Point blank.
That nigga.
It was raw.
I forgot that. All I remember was that nigga had sweaty hair and I hated him for it.
Bro, I can't lie. He was so cold. He was so cold. He just ran into the wrong niggas at the wrong time, like everyone does in the fucking manga.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you pulled up. Who's there? Gojo. What? It's like the man just happens to be there all the fucking time. Hanami, we didn't get to see her domain expansion. Why? Because Gojo's floating in the air like a demon, staring at her. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, I've got to run. That was still kind of one of the coolest like introductions to his shit. The veil being broken and everyone being like, oh,
fuck,
time's up. All right.
That's the thing. The thing about JJK is like everyone knows their place in this world. So it's like, okay, cool. What's his name? Who's volcano cursed guy?
Jogo, yeah.
Jogo. He knew he went shit execute on the minute you pulled up. Dude was like, I really have to mercy. I'll try and go all out, but this ain't gonna work.
Even when Gojo, he was like, you want me to fight that thing? He was like, no, I'm not fighting him. Like, go away. this impossible task you said to keep him in a position for a minute. Like, am I stupid? Am I stupid? Like,
he's a running.
The matchups
of the whole thing
are so great, where it's like you can genuinely run into the wrong person and just be like, yeah, their abilities counter mine so badly.
Yeah,
like even
good night, that's it.
When Yuta turned up, with what's his name? When Yuta first turned up and Yuji and all of them man saw him, Naoya was like, hey, listen, I don't want no problems with you. I'm good. I'm good here. He could immediately tell I'm outnumbered. I'm not gonna try no bullshit with you because you're gonna kill me. So it's like even him being a smarmy motherfucker can tell we're not playing games with this guy, bro. I don't even think Naoya knew his abilities at that time. He just could sense the energy when he arrived.
Yeah.
Just nuts, man. But guys,
episode 27. That's it, right? Consistency is key.
You know, another one. Let us know if there's any topics you want us to speak about in the next episode.
Yeah.
We love the support.
Or anything you want us to watch. Hopefully next time we're gonna watch Gachabucha or whatever they.
Gachabucha,
yes.
I said.
Gachabucha.
That
trash anime.
Yeah, you know, literally trash anime.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, any things you guys want us to speak about, let us know in the comments. Tell us your opinion, you know, on like anime, the things we've been speaking about. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Let people know about us, you know. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Friday. Peace.
Peace.
Easy.